Karen Reed currently stands trial for the alleged murder of her boyfriend, Boston police officer John O'Keefe. Public opinion is quite divided, with many believing that she could be innocent. Boston police officer John O'Keefe and Karen Reed, his girlfriend of 2+ years, were enjoying a night out in Canton, Massachusetts. By 7:50 the next morning, Officer O'Keefe would be declared deceased. His teenage niece and nephew would be orphans for a second time, and Karen Reed would quickly become the main suspect in his death. So what exactly happened that night? Was Karen Reed an angry, jealous woman who intentionally struck her boyfriend with her Lexus SUV in a drunken rage before driving off, leaving him to die in the cold? The following timeline is not meant to be exhaustive. It is designed to give you the facts and bring you up to speed prior to opening arguments. We begin in the evening of the 28th of January, 2022. At 7:37 p.m., Officer John O'Keefe arrived at C.F. McCarthy's Irish Pub. At 8:51 p.m., Karen Reed arrived at C.F. McCarthy's and joined John. At 10:40, John and Karen leave C.F. McCarthy's together. At 10:54, the couple arrive at the Waterfall Bar. This takes us to the 29th of January, 2022. At 12:10 a.m., the bar is closing, its last call, so John and Karen leave the Waterfall Bar, and on the way out, John grabs a cocktail glass and disappears out the door with it. At 12:14 a.m., Officer O'Keefe sends a text to Jennifer McCabe reading, "Where to?" Jennifer McCabe replies with the address of 34 Fairview Road, which is the home of her brother-in-law, Brian Albert. Brian is married to Jennifer's sister, Nicole. At 12:31 a.m., Jennifer McCabe sends another text to Officer O'Keefe that simply says, "Hello." She does this when she believes she sees Karen Reed's black Lexus SUV pull up to the residence. At 12:40 a.m., Jennifer McCabe sends another text to John O'Keefe reading, "Pull up behind me." She then alleged she saw the black SUV move from its initial spot to the left side of the property. At 12:45 a.m., Jennifer McCabe sends yet another text just reading, "Hello," to John. She alleges that she then watched the black SUV just drive away. At 2:27 and 40 seconds, this is per a Celebrite report, Jennifer McCabe or Jennifer McCabe's phone Googled "how long to die in the cold." She made a typo, clearly Googling "how long to die in cold." At 4:53 a.m., Karen Reed calls Jennifer McCabe looking for a boyfriend because he hasn't come home. Shortly after Karen Reed calls Jennifer McCabe at 4:53, she leaves the house in her Lexus SUV, and in CCTV, we actually do see her car back up, and she bumps into John O'Keefe's Traverse, which is parked on the driveway. She takes off, she drives to Jennifer McCabe's house, and then the two of them drive back to John's house, where they're met by a third woman called Carrie Roberts. Then the three of them get into Carrie's car, and they all go out to look for John. They eventually arrive back at 34 Fairview Road. Karen is actually the first of the three to spot John. She gets out of the car, runs over to him, covers his body with her own for warmth, and begins performing CPR with the assistance of Carrie. In the meantime, Jennifer McCabe places a call to 911 at about 6:04 a.m. At 6:23 a.m., Jennifer McCabe Googles "how long to die in cold" again, And then again at 6:24 a.m., Jennifer McCabe Googles how long to die in the cold. 6:24 a.m. is also when Sergeant Lank arrives at 34 Fairview. He is said to be the first member of law enforcement on the scene. At 7:50 a.m., Officer John O'Keefe is declared dead following transport and warming at Good Samaritan Medical Center in Brockton, Massachusetts.